Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing great today. And so I wanted to drop in, and I'm actually in Charleston, South Carolina today, helping my daughter do a photo shoot. But I wanted to share with you an interview that I did with Karan with Sparking Entrepreneur. And I think there are a lot of great gold nuggets in there. So I hope you will enjoy this interview on Spotify, and also to support Kareem's channel too. If you see some interest in podcasts on there, I'm sure it's going to help your business. Okay, well, here it goes, and I hope you have a fabulous day.
Hey, this is Kiran from the Sparking Entrepreneur Show, and today we have Helen DeVries with us. Helen has 30 years of experience as an entrepreneur, specializing in bookkeeping and software coaching. Throughout multiple roles in her career, she gained a deep understanding on how to organize business statements, track finances, and maximize your efficiency as a business owner. Helen, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's very nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Helen, let's begin with it. You are a bookkeeper, right? What do you mean by it for people who don't understand it, right?
I'm a bookkeeper and I'm a coach. So you get two sides of it with me. So I've been doing accounting and advanced accounting for many years, mostly in my own business and helping, a multiple of small business clients, but then some advanced bookkeeping and job costing and things like that. So
yeah, so I know that you are a coach also, and there are going to be multiple questions about coaching. So why do a business need bookkeeping for the younger audience that we have? Please tell us.
Yes, everybody needs bookkeeping. You want to keep track of your numbers, even if you're just thinking about starting a business. It's always your first step in your business. Some account you're going to keep your money in. So there's a lot of startup costs in that process, as you know. And so you want to be able to see how much you have invested in your company. So then when you are having a service or a product to supply to a customer, then you know how you can price that product or service to make sure, like that you are making a profit. But it just makes your life a lot simpler. And when you get ready to do your taxes, you're always, prepared for that. You're not like going crazy when April the 15th comes here in the United States. So
yeah, of course. And if you can tell us about the way a person should do it, is there any particular way every business owner should do it, or everybody has got their own way? What do you think?
No, we do it in a 5-step program. So depending on where you are in your business, you might be where you haven't started a business yet. You may just have a startup business. And I call a startup business like it can be even 1 year to 5 years old, because you're still a very young business at that point and you're still learning. And then you have an existing business maybe that's 5 to 15 years old. So just depending on where you come into that. But the biggest mistake that people make is that they don't start out, with an accounting system. And there's so many great software programs that help you with that. But in the beginning stage, you at least want a bank account that you just use exclusively for business. It can be a business bank account or a personal bank account. Just one place that you're having that. And I recommend people to have a checking account, a savings account, and a credit card that they can use for their business. And when they do it in that way, it gives them some cash flow in their business. Because your credit card could come in handy, if you have to buy a big supply order that someone's already ordered some products. So that'll just help you until you get this product, and sell it to that customer. So I think that's the basic step there. I mean, once you have that, I recommend getting QuickBooks Online, because for me, it pays itself over 100 times every month for you. And even if you feel like totally lost in it, as long as you connect your bank accounts and your credit cards, then you can just hand that over to someone that does bookkeeping, and it will cost you a lot less money because they don't have to do a cleanup job for you.
Yeah.
So those are kind of the starting things. But, once we get into that, we just go over our income and expenses. And I just say, look at it like this. We're just adding and we're just subtracting. And then we just put them in little categories, just little boxes.
Yeah.
And I keep it like really simple. So if you're just starting out in your business, all you really want to pay attention to is income and your expenses, unless, you've had some investors that, contributed to your company, which I have some companies like that do have investors all over the world. In fact, a lot of different countries out of the US, they get together because there's a lot of, as you know, like IT and digital and people doing all that kind of work that don't even live in the US. So like my website designer, he is actually in Africa, but he does an amazing job for me. So I just love working with Mickey. So, but those are just some basic starting steps for you.
And how do you approach working with the client when they're struggling to achieve their goals?
I just first tell them, just to sit down and relax. A lot of times as business owners, we've got like 100 different things going through our heads. We've got all these ideas, and I'm the same, because I'm just like you. I run a business and I have for over 25 years, but you still have all these goals and these things that you want to do. And so you just have to like stop a minute, and I help them take a look at, okay, where are you at right now? And then just look into what is your one next step, not 5 or 10 steps ahead, but what is your next step? Because a lot of people take like training courses, and I have done it myself. And one time I got like an advanced marketing training course, and I'm just like, I know I'm in the wrong place right here because that's not my top skill, But, we kind of live and learn, as we're building our business. But, by just concentrating, like, what is my next step today? And it doesn't matter, where you are currently. Wherever you are currently is wherever you are, That's it, If your next step is to open up a checking account, that's where we start at. If your next step is have a total cleanup of your accounting system, that's where we approach that at. So, and a lot of people hire me because I still do some bookkeeping work as well with my coaching. So they'll hire me, to come up and clean up everything for 3 years ago.
Oh my God. And how does that work out?
So I always can tell, like, as soon as I look at someone's QuickBooks, I can tell them whatever's wrong with their QuickBooks. And most of the time, it's really just simple things. So that's why I say it's really important. Most business owners don't think it's their first step, but it actually is their first step before sales and everything else. Just because you just need it in a little box for yourself. Otherwise, you end up in a lot of chaos, And then it costs thousands of dollars for somebody to try and figure out what you did, and you can't even remember what you did. But that's how I kind of approach, with the goals. And what I've learned, all these little baby steps, they end up into huge things that we succeed at, And sometimes we find, on our path that we're going this way when we need to be going this way. Okay. And this is more of the thing that our abilities, our gifted abilities are at. And so sometimes we're fighting the current, we're fighting like an ocean, we're fighting the waves. And we should be flowing with the wave, letting it flow into us instead of us pushing it outward.
Yes. And how do you keep yourself accountable with all the clients that you have, right?
I really don't have any trouble with that because, like, if I'm coaching a person on their finances, their money, I'm really focused on their money because if you get your money right, other things will just automatically go in line, just like a domino system there.
Yeah.
But when you're, you find yourself like chasing after money and being desperate for clients, that's when your money is like an enemy to you. It becomes an enemy to you. But when I'm training someone and coaching someone with QuickBooks, we get on a video call and then I let them take the mouse and them just show me, what they have going on and, like whatever things are, most stressful to them or where they're stuck at. And I do offer like several different ways that I help them out. So, and maybe just give them one or two things to do in their business until we meet next time. But it's generally just their steps are going over their income and expenses, and really I think it's more like understanding your business, understanding where your money's coming from and where your money is going. And then when you know that inside of you, then you're able to make better decisions. You can make little tweaks and turns, because, say for instance, you bought something, some IT thing, that's me. That you thought the stand that you thought was going to help you, and then you get it and that's not really, helped you. But then you can say, okay, I need to be more thorough about looking up things, make sure that that's, what I really need and that that's going to help me. And then also, once you're going through like your bank feed with your income and expenses, you're looking at it for the second time. You spent the money, so now you're looking at it, and then you can see that, oh, I'm just spending like way too much money here. Or I've got this subscription and I'm never using this thing. I don't know how to use a software program, and I have no idea when I will ever know how to use that software program.
Yeah. Okay. So that's how you choose, right? From the beginning to the end. And my next question to you is about marketing. How do you market yourself? Do you take advantage of any social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube?
I've been really fortunate with that. Back in January, I've actually started, like I said previously, I took that advanced marketing course. It was like way over my head, but I did learn a few things in there. So I began learning the language, because I think that's important too, and whatever you're doing is to learn your language, the industry that you're in, the language they speak, the IT world, the language that they speak.
Yeah.
But I did start a YouTube channel back in January. So every Wednesday I have a new YouTube video uploaded just to help people in their business lifestyle and in QuickBooks Online. And so I try and help everyone along with that. But I have my YouTube channel. I have Facebook that I post on every day. And there's just some little tips on there helping people with that. I try and give out like as much free information and resources as I possibly can. I currently have like 4 free things, like if you just feel like, you can't afford, coaching or accounting or anything like that, you can go back and watch the videos and kind of catch on to what's going on. And then I just give, like free clarity call. We just talk for about 30 minutes, see where you are in your business. And then, if you want us to work together, we do. If we think it's a match, if not, it's fine. But at the end of that call, then you will have more clarity.
And what's the way to reach out to you?
I have a very simple one. It's coaching@helendebreeze.com.
coaching@helendebreeze.com.
Yes.
Let's
That's the simplest one.
Yeah, and we'll keep that in mind. Leading that to my next question, what do you think about bookkeeping, right? As for every business owner, okay? Or bookkeeping.
Oh, it's essential.
Okay. Okay, it is no matter what the size of the business.
No matter the size of your business. You still, like I say, the best way, is through a software program, because everything is so fast with that now, that even if you do nothing else, just link up your account so you can hand that over, to someone else. And that's a lot what I focus on. I go through like a 5-part system with a client But then if they only want to do, say, for instance, they're invoicing and they want to hire a bookkeeper to do the rest of the stuff, then that's fine too. I have a lot of clients that do that. So, but once you connect everything, then you just save yourself money and time by having everything coming in there.
Understood, I got it. So what are some of the common misconceptions about your industry? What do you think?
Well, for one thing, I think people don't think about coaching for bookkeeping. They just think it's too complicated. So, you know, all they really know is, oh, I need a bookkeeper. I've got to pay someone to do these things. But that is really a second step. That's not a first step. You know, you want to be able to do your own basic bookkeeping. You don't have to know everything, you know, that I know or somebody that graduated from college knows. But just how to add and subtract and, you know, just what your numbers look like and just begin learning, you know, step by step, just begin learning about your money, you know, because it's just like our personal life. I mean, we still have to keep track of how much money we have. And a lot of times startup business owners, and not just startup, people who've been in business a long time, they only look at their checking account to see how much money they have in there. And that really tells you absolutely nothing, you know. I mean, you could have $20,000 in there, but you've got $15,000 worth of other stuff coming out. So, you know, you really don't have the amount of money you think you have in there.
Yeah. So you have to that bookkeeping is the first step, guys. Any final messages, any final thoughts for the audience, Helen?
I would just say congratulations for starting your business. I mean, that's always the first step. And I know it takes a lot of courage, you know, in doing that. So, you know, just congratulate yourself. And as you make each step, you know, just celebrate it, you know, whatever that tiny little thing is, you know. If you just, you know, started looking at your numbers, you know, then celebrate that you started doing that and don't like worry about so much, you know, like what is going to happen tomorrow or what you got to pay tomorrow or what you have to do tomorrow. Just kind of live in today, because by the time you go to bed that night, it may have disappeared overnight. It never even happened. Or, you know, it resolved its own self. Or for me, God is in my life, you know, so he just gives me an answer to that question. And even for my clients, a lot of times I'll pray about my clients, you know, and he will just give me a solution to, you know, how to sort out their mess.
Yeah.
So we use all of those things. We just use all of those things, but you know, you can do it. You know, everybody can do it. There's nobody that opens a business that cannot do their own bookkeeping. There's no person.
Yes, everybody can do it, and do your bookkeeping, guys, because it is very important. And do reach out to Helen for any advice on bookkeeping. She has mentioned her way of reaching out already in the communication, so you can just go out. So just once again, Helen, please give us the way to reach out to you.
It's at coaching@helendevries.com. That is my direct email, and when you contact me there, you're just talking to me, nobody else you're talking to, and I'll send you like a schedule link or answer a question that you have, you know, however you need, you know, to get your answer. And then you can also go to my website, helendevries.com. And so there's a lot of information there, and you can catch me on YouTube and just all kind of places out there.
Thank you so much, Helen. Again, I am your host, Kiran Agrawal, signing off. You guys take care. Bye, guys.
Okay, guys, thanks. And I hope you enjoyed that. And if this is information that you need help with and you're enjoying listening to and you need to get your accounting started, please do comment below. You can contact me at coaching@helendevries.com. And on my website, I've just updated, so it can be anything that you need, like starting at the basics. I will set up your QuickBooks Online, or I will teach you how to set up your QuickBooks Online. But I take you from your foundation stages and take you moving forward each level that you need to go, where it can be very easy for you and only take you 10 or 15 minutes a day just to update your transactions that are coming in and putting them correctly in your income and your expense accounts. But that will really help you a lot. At the end of the year, you can just send your tax preparer an invite to QuickBooks Online, and then they can complete your taxes from there. So, and that will take care of that for you. So, but I hope you will like and subscribe, and that you are getting some great value of the videos I am putting out. I'm enjoying sharing with you, and I just want you to be successful in your business. Okay, I'll talk to you next Wednesday then. See you later. Bye-bye.